Hello and good evening, everyone. I welcome you to this webinar. I'm Jeel Modi, your video host at GravityWrite, and I'm going to be the moderator today. So before we start with this session, I would quickly like to know you guys. So just can you all drop your profession in the chat box quickly? Like you are a blogger, you're a content creator, or a businessman or an entrepreneur. Just quickly drop down in the chat box. I would like to know you guys. Okay, so we are getting so many replies. So they are digital marketing team, entrepreneurs, consultants. Okay, CEO with us. Nice. ESL teacher, very good. We have people joining in from Mumbai and great from Indore. We have consultant. Nice, nice, nice. So we have a very good audience. And I'm going to assure you that you have going to have a very knowledge packed session today. And it will definitely is going to help you in your journey, in your career journey, in your business journey. So without any further ado, let me walk you through what our session is going to be like today. Okay. So as you can see, in this webinar, you are going to master the SEO optimized long form content with our AI blog writer. So for this, to share the insights about the AI blog writer, we are going to be joined by our speaker, Shyam Sundar, who is the CEO and founder of GravityWrite. And he is going to guide us in how AI blog writer can transform your blogging journey. Like from a simple title, you can create a full blog with images. If you have ever written a blog, you all know that there is a very hectic process. And if you have written the blog, then there's a hectic process of finding the images. Like you have to find stock images without copyright issues. But that all will be solved with this tool. More about this will be discussed by our speaker today. He is going to guide us, guide us through the tool, and also is going to give us the live demonstration of how it works and how you can boost the SEO with this tool, like how you can integrate SEO keywords in your blog, how you can integrate stunning images in your blog. And at the end, we are going to have a Q&A session where we are going to answer to your address to your questions. So feel free to drop in the questions whenever you feel like. And one request from me to you guys is that let's keep this session interactive. So we are going to launch some polls in between. So just take part, and so that we understand that how much knowledge you are getting. So yes, without any further ado, let's start with the session. I would like to invite Shyam, and over to you, Shyam.
Thank you, Jill. So thank you everyone for joining this webinar. So my name is Shyam Sundar. I started this brand known as GravityWrite. So today I would like to start with what was our mission with GravityWrite, and then we'll go into like the topic, which is generating the blogs. Everyone is able to hear me, right? So everything is clear?
Yes, we can see the screen and you're audible.
Yeah. 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 So with GravityWrite, our vision is to give you the tools that is needed to make use of AI for your business. So that is the first mission we are working on. And the next thing is like how we can use AI to create blogs which can outrank your competitors. So right now, if you see, like you might have whatever keywords that you want to rank for, you might have already competitors ranking for those keywords. So we are going to see like how to use AI to create blogs which can rival with or compete with the blogs that are already there. So that will be our main focus with GravityWrite. So so we'll start with the main doubt that people might have, that the one the obstacle that you might have in your mind, or the skepticism that might be there, is like, what if the Google doesn't rank AI content, or uh, what if all the work I'm putting is not of use? Okay, so we have our own case study for this, like something which we have done and we have found out that it actually works. So a few months back, we had generated around 200 pages. So these pages are, you can see here. So if let me just log out of here. So if you open these tools here, so you can see these contents for each of the tools. So every single tool that we have generated the content for these pages using AI. And so we just wanted to see like how it works. So and then today these pages are actually giving us so as you can see, so in the last 6 months, so we had published the pages around here, and you can see right now we are getting close to around 30K or more than 30K impressions. I mean, 1 second. I think it would be 30K, 38K impressions a day, and then around 30K clicks a month. So we are getting around 30K visits. I think probably you can see here, like the total clicks. It's in the last 6 months, it has been around at 1,32,000. So all of these is generated with AI. So what you see here, and even this headline and all of these things. And when you put this keyword in Google, like book summarizer, you would see that the second ranking is our page right here. And none of this was actually written by humans. So this is actually proof that we can use AI and it can rank. Okay, so we'll look at like what are all the things that we have done, what we have built, which will help you rank like this for your blogs. So we'll go into the blog writing tool. So quickly, like I want to like give you a history before we go into it. Like we want to give you a history, like how we got into the blogs. So when we initially started, like all the tools that we had was every tool was an individual tool, which means, like, for example, if you go into blog outline, so if you wanted a blog outline, you would choose this tool. If you wanted a blog content, you would go into this. So like this, like each and every individual tool had a separate focus. Like for example, you go to YouTube, you have the YouTube intro script creator, or maybe the Reels script creator. So like this, each and everything was an individual tool. And here you can search for whatever you want. So if you want the blog outline, you would get that, and then you would generate the outline for your blog. So for example, if I do how to make a website, it would just give the outline. So here there were a few drawbacks. So one thing is you just get the outline, and then you would have to like copy this outline and then put it in the next tool. So you would search for blog content, and then you would put the outline here, and then you'd put how to make a website, the blog title here, and then you would generate the content. So this was the old way. And the problem with this was like whenever we generate in this way, there is a word limit. Like there is a certain word limit where you can't exceed more than, let's say, 800 to 1,000 words. So each time you run this tool, you will get probably around 800 to 1000 words max. So if you take this and you put it in a word counter, you would get like probably around 700 to 1000 words. So this is the same with ChatGPT. So even if you ask in ChatGPT, like what write a blog on the topic, this is the maximum you would get. So this is a key limitation that we had. So what if your competitor is having a 3000 word blog, and if you want to outrank it, you can't do it. So first of all, the number of word count itself is a barrier to outranking the competitors. So how to break that? So that was one thing. And then this whole thing is very tedious. We don't want to like copy paste things. So we want to make it streamlined. So that's how we got into the AI blog writer. So I'll take you through how you can use this blog writer. So, okay. So I'll go into AI blog writer now. So first of all, this is the step one. So what you're seeing here is the step one of there is this step is this blog writer is actually multi-step, which means you go through a couple of steps before you get the final blog. So this is the first step, and this is where you need to enter your blog title. So let's say the blog title is, what are the top 5 benefits of morning exercises? So first you would enter the title. So you can even shorten this, like you could just enter this. And once you enter the title, next you have the select the content source. So this is basically like what is the source you want to use to generate the blog outline. So there are different sources that you can use. I will get into it into a little bit. Like first, we are going to use the basic one, which is create the outline. This is the outline for the blog. So create the outline using the AI. So we are not going to use any third-party data. So we are just going to use whatever the AI knows. So the AI is actually trained on everything that is available in the internet. So which means uh, like whatever was published in the internet in the last 30 to 20 years, all of those things it has learned. So any generic thing, this AI could be able to create a blog on. So let's do this. Top 5 benefits of morning exercise. So we'll do create outline. So since we entered top 5, so we got the top 5 exercises. I mean the benefits. So once you get this outline, like what this means is, so let's take a look at the any kind of blog. So let's go to Google. So I'm just Googling for this best WordPress hosting. Okay. So we'll go into this blog. So here you can see, if you see this particular blog, we have the headline, and then we have each subheadline. So this would be the main headline, which is H1. And here you can see the H2s. So like this, we have a lot of other um, headings. And then we also have certain subheadings. So like this, every blog has the main heading and the subheadings. So here we are basically trying to create that. So we're creating all the headings inside the blog. So here, if you see, there is a certain extension which will just share you just the headings alone. So here, if you can see it, like you can see there's a H3 and then H4, like that. Okay. So what we're trying to do is essentially create the outline for the blog. And here the best thing is like you could add anything you want. Like for example, if you want to say something inside the blog. Um, so if you want to talk about this, you could add it. And then inside, if you want to add any other points as well, you could add it. So these are the things which you could customize the outline. And let's say if you don't want to talk about certain things, so let's say if you don't want to talk about this particular headline, you could remove it. So in this way, this is completely customizable. And another important thing is, let's say you have given the headline, and let's say there is a certain particular topic that you want this uh, headline to talk about. So maybe the paragraphs inside the headline, you want to say something specific. So you could just go here and then click add info about this section. And then here you could add whatever you want to talk about in that section. So this is, you're giving notes to the AI to let it know like what it needs to talk about. So this is an extra level of customization that you have. So you could directly just keep whatever the outline it gave and then go to the blog writing, or you could customize it if you wanted. So let's say I feel more energetic whenever I do a morning workout. So you would give a small gist like this, and then the AI would expand and make it into a whole section. So these are all the customizations you have. So once you do this, like if you click continue, here you would get every single headline that we wrote. Like here you can see introduction, energy levels, improve mental clarity, enhance physical fitness, elevate mood. So all of these things, it has been divided into separate sections. So which means the word limit issue that we had before when we were doing it one by one. So when we were generating at all the sections in one go, that word limit issue is solved. And that is one thing. And the other thing is we are able to generate blog images. So right here, you can see generate image for each section. So every section can have a blog image as well. So in this method. So now let's go back. So this is how so we'll go back a little bit and we'll come back to this again. So Jigil, I think you had some surveys you wanted to
Yes,
showcase, right? Yeah.
let's do a poll in between. Guys, I'm going to share a poll and just participate in it, so we'll better understand you, and you will also we also know that how much in depth we have to go. So I'm just launching the poll right now, and yes, I have launched the poll. Please kindly participate in the poll. I can see people are participating. Yes, okay, great, okay. Yes, guys, please participate in the poll. There are many people, those who have not participated yet. Okay. Great. 90% of the people have participated. the other 10%, please participate. I'm going to close the poll right now in 10 to 15 seconds. And yes. Okay. So I'm going to close the poll now. And we can see that there have many people, that, those who have tried this, there are 35% of the people, those who have tried AI blog writer. And there are about 49% of the people, those who are about to try. And after the webinar, there are 16% of the people, they are willing to try. So after this, you are going to have a very good roadmap on how you can utilize it to the fullest. So over to you, Shyam. Let's continue.
Okay. So yeah, so we just completed the finalizing the outline. So now we are going back. Okay, so now we are going to take a look at these sections. So here you can see we have a few options on the right sidebar. We have a few options. So I'll go through it one by one. So first of all, this is the content voice. So some people, they want to be personal. So let's say if you are talking about something like a beauty blog or something, where let's say you're talking about makeup, or let's say you're talking about your own experience. So in this type of a blog, you would say like, I went to this place today, I did this today, and my dog did this today. So all those things you would want to be in the personal voice. And let's say if you are uh, so if you're doing a tutorial, so you need to do this, do that. So all those things you would talk to the reader. So describe others. So it would be like, if you want to be like more like a news, and if you want to say like these things happened or those kind of things, you would use one of these three voices. So depending on your use case, you would be using those particular voices. So next thing is section length. So you can control the section length for each and every single section. So let's say if you want this section, if you want this section to be longer, you could control that in the next step. So we are on the second step, which is the outline part. So you can control that in the next step. And so we have another one. When you change the section length here, it will change the word count for all of these headings. So if I keep very short, every section here is going to have a short article. So here you can see, right? You can see it's very short. So like this, if I change this to long and click continue, every section here is going to have a long section. So when it writes the section, it's going to write 2000 words. And if you select very long, it can even go up to 3000 words. So that's pretty very much unique to us. So you could generate a 3000 word in just one section. So that is something which you cannot get in the other tools that is available in the market. So, and so I'll just do like very short. And the next thing here is the SEO keywords. So let's say you want, when the AI is going to write that section, let's say if you want it to include certain keywords when it's writing it. So if you have a tool like SEMrush, Ahref, or any SEO or keyword research tool, where you have a bunch of keywords and you want it to be included inside your blog, you can add it here. But if you don't have, you can also generate with the AI. So it is able to think of what are all the common keywords that would be there in this kind of a blog, and then it's able to generate those keywords. So every one of these keywords will be used when it's generating the blog. So this is there. And then we have the include list and then include table. So these two make the blog more attractive. So we'll see how it looks once it's generated. So we have include list and table, and then finally we have images. So images, when you enable images, you get multiple options. So you can use the stock images from the web. So that is one of the options. So instead of you going and searching for a stock image, we will automatically pick the right stock image for that particular section. So that option is there. And then you could also generate a unique AI image for each section. So I'm going to choose this one. And the auto option is the AI will try to find a stock image. If it is not found, it will generate the image. So that is what the auto mode does. So I'm going to go with the AI image and I'm going to click continue. So now here you have a couple of options. So I could generate the image, generate the section like this. Just by clicking on it, I can generate it like this. Or I could press this generate all button, which would generate all of these sections. So here also you could see this introduction is getting generated. And then the image is getting generated. And you would also get a word count, a live word count here. You can see it's 161 words. Okay. So here you can see we got a beautiful image which can be used in as a featured image for your blog. So when we click export or preview here, you can see how the blog is looking. So we just generated one section, so only one is there, but now we can click generate all, which would generate all the remaining sections. So as you can see, the word count is increasing. So you can have a quick look at the word count as it's generating. So 1 second. So the next thing is we saw about the list and the tables, right? So here you can see how the it will, when it's writing the blog, it will include the list like these, and then it will also include the tables like this. So when it's talking about boost energy levels, it will also talk about, it is comparing the benefits of exercise with caffeine. So it's a very interesting thing, which should make it more interesting for your readers, and this could increase the time they spend on your blog. So that also signals Google that this is a very valuable content. So this is one section. So now if we click preview, you can see we got the main image, the heading, and also the next section. And the image is very relevant to the heading that we have here. So that's how it works. And let's do the next section as well. So whenever it's generating, you could stop the generation using that red button which was there. And let's say if you wanted to increase the word count of this section, you could easily do it here. So you just go here, and then instead of saying as short, you could make it longer. And again, if you want to give inputs, like talk about this specific thing. So let's say talk about keto diet. So if we give some specific pointers here, it would take it into consideration. And so as you can see, it talked about the ketogenic diet. So these are things you could do to guide the AI and get the output in however way you want. So this is how the blog writer works, using the create outline using AI method. So we will. There are a few other methods. We'll look at them next. And before that, we will have another survey from Jill.
Yes. Okay. So I hope you have got a basic and a very clear idea about the AI blog writer. Meanwhile, let's do another poll. I'm going to launch it right now. Just participate in it. And yes, I have launched it. Okay, so 70% of the people have participated. Please, everybody participate. We are looking for your feedbacks in this one. Okay. Quickly, I'm going to stop the end the poll in 10 to 15 seconds. And okay, great. So we have got the results. So thank you for your valuable feedbacks, everybody. Now over to you, Shyam.
Yes, thank you, Jill. So we'll get back to the demos. So yeah. So right now we saw um, the creating a blog using the AI, right? So now we're going to do something different. Like this is a brand new feature that's going to come to GravityWrite, a blog writer. So this tool is a little bit different, like the way it creates the outline. So yeah. So initially we used create outline using AI, and we saw that like we got this kind of a result where all of this outline was generated purely with AI, so no human involved. So next thing is like, what if you have a particular competitor who is already ranking well? So uh, let's take this kind of an example. So here we have a competitor who is already in the top 10 position of Google, and um, so this means like Google is already finding this valuable, and whatever outline it has, it is already very good. And whatever the content is, it is already very good. So if you want to, let's say, improve on this, if you want to go to the, if you want to beat this blog, you have to improve on this. That's the only way. So how you can use AI to improve on this? So first thing we have launched, we are going to launch this feature is we have a feature called as get outline from Google search results. Again, this is a very brand new feature. It is going to come uh, in a week. So probably by next Monday, this will be live on GravityWrite. So what it can do is, one second. So what it can do is like when you enter any topic here. So let me put the topic here, benefits of morning exercise. When you put any keyword here, first of all, what it will do, it will do a Google search on this. So you can see a video here. it will do a Google search and then scan the top 3 or 5 blogs and then fetch the exact outline they have used and then bring it back into GravityWrite. So this is exactly how this feature works. So let's see it in action. So I'm going to put the same topic, benefits of morning exercise. And here in the source of the outline, I'm going to choose outline from Google search results. And the location is very important because depending on the location you're in, the Google search results might be different. So if you're in a particular location, you can choose that location. So you'll get the same search results. And then we can do create the outline. So now what it is doing is it is doing a search on Google, visiting the sites, fetching the headlines, and then it's putting it here. So obviously you can see this is a much bigger headline compared to what we had before. So we had put top 5, but here we didn't put anything because I wanted whatever the result it needs to pick up. But here we got much more benefits. So this is coming directly from Google. And if you hover over this and click on this, you can even visit the site where it got the headlines from. So this means we get much better quality of outline compared to before, and we know this is as ranked. So now our task would be how we can improve on this. So now let's say the human write-up is a bit shorter. You could increase the length of it. Or if it is too long, you could make it more precise here. So, or if it doesn't have any images, you could add the images here. So in these ways, you could improve on the current competing blog. So right now we have it. So now we got 3 results. So we can have a look at these results and see which outline is looking the best. So for me, this looks best. And here we have given a few options. So for example, let's say this is a H2, heading 2, and it has a lot of subheadings. So you have so for example, when I go to the next step, all of these benefits are going to come in this single section. So let's say you don't want all the benefits to come in one section. You want to split it up. So you want, let's say, fewer distractions to be a separate section, beat the heat to be a separate section. So if you want to split up all the benefits, what you could do is we have kept a button here called as convert all H3 to H2. So in just one click, it would take all of those H3s and make it into H2s. So now when you go here, you get every single thing as a separate section. So, and we can get rid of this. So this is another way you could improve the outline. And let's go to the next one. And I could also undo this. If you don't want, you could also undo it. Let's go to the next one. Another important thing you have is, so another important thing we have, feature we have in this one is that like when you click here, you also have the competitors, what the competitor has written inside that particular section. So when you click on this, you have a certain reference content the AI can use. So let's say your competitor has talked about certain things in that particular section and you want to talk about the same thing, you could enable this and it would use this as a reference to write its own unique content. So it's not going to be a copy paste. You're not going to copy paste because copy paste would lead to plagiarism. But here the AI is going to rewrite by taking reference from that particular section of your competitor. So these are tools you can use. So once you do this, once you go here, you can start generating the content for this. And like we did before, and you have all the controls here. on how to write this section. So for example, if you want like we saw, if you can adjust the length and all of those controls. So we are still working out the final bugs and all in this. So it will be launched within a week. So this gives much more advantage compared to the previous one. And yeah, so this regarding the AI outline and outline using the Google search. So there is one more feature that we are planning to launch very soon that is called as using real-time info. So I will do a quick showcase of this as well. 1 second. So what this does is, whatever section you're writing about, like let's say you're talking about iPhone 16 review. So you have a section called as iPhone 16 price, iPhone 16 pricing. So this obviously the AI would not have knowledge on this in case if it is a newly launched iPhone. So in that case, you would want to do a Google search, do a research, and learn about the pricing and everything before you actually write the content. So what we have done is we have made the AI in such a way, if there is a section, if when you choose, so here you have the option of, so right now we saw AI and we saw Google search. The next one is called as create outline using real-time info. So this is both for the outline and also for the section as well. So what it does, it reads all the articles which are ranking on Google and writes the outline. So you don't get automatically, it combines all the top ranking articles and it combines all the headings and it creates a more comprehensive article. And that is the first part. Like you get the outline based on the real-time results. So if you do, I'm going to write a review on iPhone 16, it will do a Google search, combine all the knowledge, and it will write the headings based on the combined knowledge. And the next thing is when you write the sections. So let's say when the real-time data is enabled. So we have a option here called as use real-time data. When the real-time data is enabled, when you generate this section content, it would first do a Google search. So let's say if this is iPhone 16 pricing options, and the AI doesn't know about this data, it would first Google it, read the articles, then it would start generating the article. So this is a real-time feature that is going to be upcoming. And this, we have tried it actually. This gives some of the best outlines and it gives the best, most accurate blogs. So whatever it might be the topic. So you might be like whatever came out today, you want to write it. Whatever came out yesterday, you want to write a blog today. It would be up to date. So this is what is upcoming for GravityWrite. I hope you like it. I hope whatever we saw today is interesting to you. So yeah, thank you so much for joining.
Yes. Okay. Thank you so much, Shyam, for walking us through and sharing the future related aspects of AI blog writer. Now let's move on to our next section, that is the Q&A session. So we have got many questions over here and I'm going to ask you one by one. All right. So our first question is that the images that are created by the AI blog writer, are they deducted from the monthly image count of their account?
Yes, it would be actually. It is detected.
Okay. The second question that we have got is that how does the AI blog writer handle outdated data such as income tax, GST rates, legal information that changes over the time?
Yeah, so like we saw at the end of the demo, we saw the real-time option. So that would solve any kind of real-time issues that we are having.
Yes. And I also think the information option can be also used with the right now scenario where they can take the information, they can input the information and then AI to create it accordingly.
Yeah, right now you could just copy paste the information into the notes and it will use that.
Yes. Uh, the other question that they have is that can they control the length of the sections within the AI blog right now?
Yeah, like I showed, all the sections have individual controls. So it doesn't matter, like it doesn't matter that you don't need to have the same length for every section. You can control it section wise.
Okay. The other question is that is it possible to edit or customize their own outline in the AI blog right now?
Yeah. So like we saw, we do have an option to do completely manual. So we are bringing in this option as well, like where we have enter your outline manually. So this means every single heading you can write yourself, and the AI will just write based on your outline.
Okay, great. The other question that we have is that how to get this AI? Is it free version is better or paid version is better? Does it integrate with WordPress or is it a Chrome extension?
See, so I think he just reminded me about one thing which I didn't talk about, which is we have direct integration with WordPress. So if you have a WordPress blog or website, you can directly, once you write the blog, you could directly publish it into WordPress. So here you have, when you go into the export option, preview and export, after writing the blog, when you go to preview and export, you have PDF export or WordPress export. When you do WordPress export, you could add your WordPress site here. And once you add the WordPress site, in one click, this blog will be on your WordPress site. So that integration is there. And what was the other question that you said?
The other question is that whether the paid version is better or the free version is better.
Yeah, obviously the free version, we cannot give unlimited words in the free because there is cost involved. Free version has a limited number of words. So you could do up to one blog in the free version. So more than one blog, you would have to upgrade.
Okay. The other question that we have got is that how many blogs itself do I need to rank my website so that my website starts ranking, or can a
Yeah,
new blog rank earlier, like quickly?
it depends on the niche you're in. Like for example, if your blog is very, I mean, if you're in a niche where there's not much competition, probably with around 20 blogs you could rank. That is possible. But I think it would need around more than 10 at least. So you would have to do your keyword research, come up with which keywords you want to write, and then write all of those blogs and then publish them. So if it is very competitive, probably you would need 100 plus as well. So even it could be 100 plus also.
So the other question that we have got is, does this also work equally well with other languages without any restrictions? Like for example, in German.
Yes, so our customers have been using it in other languages. So there are some languages where it works very well, some languages it might not work that well. So you would have to try it out and see how the quality is, because we don't have native speakers for all the languages. We cannot assess the quality of the language, but it can do multiple languages.
Okay. Uh, the other question that we have got is little bit detailed. I'm going to read it out. So
Yeah.
the person has said that the topic is very well explained and extremely beautiful. GravityWrite is. He needs to sincerely clear one aspect that many so-called content writing experts, though using AI writers, they claim not using this kinds of tools for content generation, staying this content with not be genuine. Also, the clients will not accept AI content, even if not copy pasted, will show plagiarism and will be detected by AI detectors. So if AI writing is universally accepted, why are there AI detectors? And he's very curious to know about this topic.
Yeah, like first of all, when starting the meeting, I had talked about how our blog, which was, page, which was written with AI, it is ranking for a keyword like book summarize. So it's not a very easy keyword. It's a book summarizer keyword, and we are ranking number 2 for it. And if you go to this page and copy this content, put it in any AI detection plagiarism, you would probably get it's AI content, but it is still ranking. So what does that mean? Like it doesn't matter whether it's AI detection or not. So it is still ranking. So that is the proof that we have. Probably this is not the only factor that Google is looking at. They are looking at much more factors. And another thing is like as AI gets better and better, it's going to write uh, pretty much human-like. So there's no way to detect whether it is in a human or AI. And even now we have tools in GravityWrite. So the rewriting tools, which can bypass whatever the AI score is giving you. So when you put content here and rewrite it, whatever content you get here, it's going to be completely it's going to be completely human. So so if you're very particular about it, you can use this method, but Google is ranking it, and then eventually AI is going to write like human. So there's no detector is going to detect this. It's getting closer and closer to human. So that's what we can expect in the next few months.
Okay. The last question that we have for today is that how do I optimize blog post for SEO?
Yeah, as we saw, we I'll share my screen again. So when we wrote a blog, we could in we can include the keywords here, which would automatically include when it's writing for the blog. So if you want to make it more SEO friendly, you would first do your keyword research. So you would use tools like Ahref, SEMrush, or Keyword Explorer to find the right keywords. Or you could also follow, or if you don't want to spend for those tools, you could do your keyword research um, using the videos that we have shown in website learners. So for example, if let's say, so if you want to um, improve your SEO, you could probably take uh, these particular keywords as well and ask the AI to talk about these keywords. This is a way to do keyword research. So whatever I'm talking now is way to improve your SEO. You could use these keywords and include it here, and that would make the AI write include that. And the other thing is, whenever we do this, um, you get a lot more questions. Like for example, uh, people also ask section. Here you can see, is it good to run in the morning? All of these things you could enter it in your outline itself. So for example, so let's say you have something like an so like let's say you have something like an FAQ, and then you could add every single heading into this H3. So it would automatically answer these questions when it's writing the blog. So that would give you a boost, and Google is seeing it would make your blog more relevant to the user who is searching for it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So I think all the questions are covered. Do you want to share any final thoughts and like to share anything with our viewers?
Yeah. So yeah, our vision, like I said, we want to make use of AI to make blogs which is better than what is the competitors are doing right now. So every single feature we are going to add is going to be towards that. So we are very excited for you guys to use these tools and let us know how it works for you. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you so much, Shyam, for sharing so many insights about the AI blog writer. And I would like to thank you all today to attend for attending this webinar, for taking out time from your busy schedule and joining us with in this webinar today. And we, as Shyam also told, that do use it and share your feedbacks with us. And we are ever trying to evolve, ever trying to change and make better content, help for you, content creations for you. So yeah, with that, we are going to end the session. And thank you all for joining us today. Thank you, Shyam.
Thank you, Jill. Thank you, everyone.